we're Israel. When we praise God, he don't just stop by for a visit. He moves in. The word says he is enthroned. That means he sits on, he inhabits, he makes his home in the praises of his people. In other words, our praise platforms God. You see, our praise is like a throne. And when we lift him up, we're telling God to come sit here, come reign here. In other words, when we worship, we're not just offering up words, we're making room for God to take his rightful place on our hearts. And so now there's a difference between God visiting and there's a difference between God dwelling. Some of us are used to those quick little spiritual visits where God shows up for a minute and we feel something in the moment. But when you really worship, when you truly give him the praise he deserves, you create a space for him to stay. He doesn't just pop in and pop out. He dwells. He sits right in the middle of your praise. And when God takes his seat in your life through worship, everything else has to move. And I'm talking about that worry you've been carrying, that anxiety that's been keeping you up at night, that issue that's been persistent. When God sits on the throne of your heart, none of those things can stand in his presence. And when God is enthroned, when God is reigning, worry has to bow.